Hi everybody, this is Rich, first time DM, out for a walk after shoveling my driveway. So yesterday, on Blue Sky, a friend of mine, Wobble Rocket, posted a video of himself out for a walk, trying to get healthy in the beginning of this year. I commented that as a large guy myself, that I need to get my butt back to the gym. Well, Wobble Rocket challenged me to do exercise for 7 days, 10 minutes a day. I was going to anyways, but I accepted the challenge, so here I am, walking around my neighborhood. So we got some snow today, so I had to shovel first. According to my Fitbit, I got about 1,000 steps in doing that. I have no idea how big my neighborhood is in terms of walking. It's got hills though, so it should be fun with my knees and my back issues. But instead of just doing a short, making a quick little video, I decided to go ahead and do a whole series on getting healthy with Rich. I plan on talking about anything that pops in my head. As you can tell by my hat, D&D, of course, is top of the order there. It is kind of chilly out here, so, and like I said, hilly, so don't mind the shortness of breath coming from me. Had bronchitis last month, still getting over that. But as you can see, my neighborhood's got a little bit of hill here. Not too much snow, but so what can I talk about today? Let's talk about favorite NPCs of mine, or favorite PCs that I've had the luxury of playing, thankfully. Sorry about this. I need to move my hand around here, put my other hand in my pocket. One of my most favorite PCs was in a campaign I was lucky enough to be a player in for my buddy LeBeau. You'll be seeing LeBeau later this month, hopefully, in a new series on my channel coming soon. So come back for that. I played a Goliath Ranger. This is right after Tasha's was released, where they changed the rules to where you can make your ability scores be anything you want. So I was able to make a Goliath that was dex-based. So I made a Ranger. Gloomstalker. Never played one before. Sounded interesting. So I made Zogan, the Goliath Gloomstalker, multi-class with Scout. Come to find out, his backstory that I created in about 10 minutes while sitting at work one day was he was the son of the clan chief. And when he turned 14, he had to go out in a rite of manhood and kill a large beast of some sort. Well, he was out in the wilderness and he came across a dire bear. So he was following his dire bear and he followed the dire bear into a cave. Well, in the cave he lost his tracks and the path ended at a big ravine inside this cave. Been following him for about half a mile down. But he couldn't tell if the bear went left or right. As he turned left to go look, he heard a roar and the dire bear charged him, knocking him off of the cliff. He fell about 70 feet. Landed, breaking most bones of his body, and there he laid until 2 drow came upon him. Well, drow normally are, against outsiders, but in my world, drow aren't. Not all drow, at least. There are some civilizations of drow that work with outsiders, or at least trade with them. Well, thankfully for Zogan, one of the drow was big into prophecy, you see. And she figured this Goliath, massive Goliath, tall, but lanky like she'd never seen a Goliath before. he could be the prophesized one, the outsider that might come and help the drow defeat some great evil that was coming at some point in the future. So, against the other drow members' better wishes, they nursed him back to health, and they brought Zogan back to their, we'll say, city in the Underdark. It was there that Zogan spent the next couple of years learning how to hunt better, stalk better, how to hunt the creatures of the Underdark. And it's there that he became just an amazing ranger, rogue. Nobody was his equal. So, part of the prophecy also said that this prophesized one, would bring help from the outside. So this means they had to send Zogan away into the real world, so to speak, to learn other things they couldn't teach him, to find people that could help in this great coming battle. So he left, became an adventurer, hooked up with parties, and in this campaign, he ended up in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Well, when I created Zogan, I didn't know it was going to be Dungeon of the Mad Mage, or just how powerful Gloomstalkers are in the Underdark. So, I played many sessions with Zogan, and it was clear he was very overpowered. Made life tough for LeBeau as a DM. He was constantly trying to balance finding the right encounter difficulty for Zogan while not killing other party members. Sadly, took a little bit to figure this out, and a couple party members did die. So I decided I had to leave Zogan behind. We sent him off to continue his prophecy, and I created a new character. Now, I only got to play Zogan for about 5 or 6 levels. We started at like level 5, and he left 9 or 10, 11. I forget exactly. But I was definitely, going up a long hill here. It's a little steep. But I would love to play Zogan again. I want to see him in a full campaign to see what the DM could do with the prophecy part, because I think that would be great. Zogan, for now, is an NPC in my world. And my players, during a one-shot, because we were missing a player, Leia the Long-Lasting, if you've been watching my videos, you know she's the NPC I created for my cat Leia that passed. Well, Leia appeared the first time to this party because she needed help. Well, Zogan needed help. He was about to be ambushed by Abominable Yeti, a couple purple worms. So, later Long-Lasting showed up to bring the party to Zogan. The party helped Zogan. They one-shotted the purple worm because the party had a monk, Zekrin, who was another player character that LeBeau ran in my game, who was awesome and has a great story. And maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. So I'll need to talk about something else in tomorrow's walk. But, they were super overpowered. Ran through the encounters with ease. I'd only been a DM for about 8 months, so I was still figuring out the balance, especially giving out magic items like candy, like I do, and a table full of veteran players who know how to build characters. But don't worry, we pay LeBeau back, because in the Friday game he ran for us, we were all veteran players, creating wonderful characters. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be talking about some of those PCs from me in the coming days, because these walks take a little bit and I need something to talk about. Otherwise, I'll focus on my back pain and my knee pain. But, so that's Zogon. Goliath Ranger Rogue. Specifically, Gloomstalker Ranger, Scout Rogue, who just destroyed the Underdark. So, back to the health stuff here. I'm a big guy. 6'6", 305 pounds. Problem is, 30 years ago when I was in high school, I was 6'3", 140. So in the last 30 years, I put on 160 pounds. Put on 3 inches for basic training for the Air Force, but that's my last growth spurt. So, because I was so skinny as a kid, they used to call me Stick Man here in my hometown. My body's not designed for somebody my size. Not whatsoever. Around 265 to 280 pounds, my knees and my back start to go. I don't even need to step on a scale. I know if I'm heavier than that because I can feel it in my bones. So, fit the gym for a couple months last year until I had bronchitis and then a bad knee injury from playing softball. So I'm going to start going back to the gym here soon, because my job for the last 30 years has been in IT and project management. So, needless to say, I sit at computers for 10 hours a day. That doesn't count my time at a computer for prepping for my sessions or doing videos on the weekends. So it's, I need to get my butt moving. So, that's my story. I'm hoping Wobble Rocket and I can do what we need to do to get better, not just for ourselves, but for our families and our friends. Because I know the statistics. You got to be in excellent shape to be a guy my size and live past 60. Well, I turned 50 this year in about 6 months. So, I need to snap my body back to the athlete I was when I was young, get back into shape, and get down. I want to get down to, right now my starting goal is 280. I'm hoping to get there. In time, I'm going to get down to 240. Dieting is going to be my hard part. I love me some ice cream. Trust me, you don't get to be my size without loving ice cream. And beer, but that's a different story for another day. But my walk's almost done. I'm going to see how long that was. Let me see here. What's the distance on that? All right. Let's see here. Sorry for the camera stuff. It's about a mile. Just about 3/4 of a mile. So that's not too bad at all. It's gonna take me long. I'll be hurting a little bit. That's what they make ice for. And heat. So, thank you all. Thanks for watching. Come back to see if you want to see the large big guy get healthy over time. Remember to love each other, accept each other, and just be nice to each other. Once I get in, I'm going to sit down. Let's roll some dice. Talk to you guys later.